Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be kicking off a new mini-series all about finding budget-friendly decor ideas and items to help you style your house. Thank you for joining me for design tips and inspiration, and let's go ahead and get into this video. One reason why I wanted to start this series is because we designers love to suggest to clients to spend more money on things that you're going to use all the time and larger pieces. That might be your flooring, that might be your couch, that might be your appliances, but we forget to mention how to kind of switch up your decor items and have that be budget friendly. So this series is all about how you can do seasonal decor or affordably switch up your decor to freshen up your space and give your space a completely new look. So to start off the series, we're going to talk about 3 free ways that you can decorate your home and spice up your space so you can save some money. The 3 different ways we're going to style your home for free in this video are going to have to do with location, upcycling, and bringing outdoors in. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First thing that is super easy to do, and you can do this with your decor items, your furniture, really anything in your house. There's 2 different ways that I think you can tackle switching up the location of your items. First of all, you can pick a few spots that you just want to freshen up and you want to change to look a little bit better. So you can pick items from those places and swap them in and out and kind of figure out what looks best. Or what you can do is you can take the items from those spaces or your whole house and gather them in a central location. That might be like a dining table or some sort of like large area. It could just even be on the floor. Once you have everything in a central location, you can kind of decide what things might look good together that you haven't really considered before. You might have one thing that is like by your fireplace and one thing that's in your bathroom, and rearrange things before you go and put them and just kind of see, I like the heights of these together, I like the colors of these. After gathering them in a central location, you can kind of see what might work together that you've never considered before. I know that sounds like a super simple and easy tip, but it really makes such a big difference just rearranging some things. So like today I rearranged how my plants looked. I wasn't really feeling it anymore. One of them is kind of a little bit sad, so I just wanted to switch it up. And even though it's something small, when you're in your house every day, you can really see that it makes a big difference, and it's fun to play with how different things interact together. The second topic that we're going to discuss today is how to upcycle your items. I think we probably all have 1 or 2 items around the house that just is a little bit outdated, or we don't love anymore, or we're just kind of keeping around because it fills the space and it's not necessarily a piece that we love. So those are perfect items to kind of give a new life to, upcycle and reuse. You might have like a pot or a vase that like you don't love the finish of. You might have a piece of artwork that isn't really your style anymore. You're kind of transitioning into a new style, and it's so easy to transform these items into something better. There's a ton of DIY videos on YouTube. You can add like some clay to a pot and kind of like make it have like some handles, or even just do like a funky decoration on it. The big like plant and vase thing about like making it look ceramic, there's a bajillion videos on that, I think. And then with artwork, one thing that I love to do, I have a lot of canvas artwork. When I dislike the image on the canvas, then I just go ahead and repaint it. You already have the main source of your decor, and it's just kind of updating it, bringing it to life. You might spray paint it, you might use acrylic, but there's a lot of different ways that you can kind of upgrade those items and bring them to life. And even though it might seem really outdated right now, you can totally change those things up and make them new. And it's really cool because if you display this piece and put it somewhere really central where people who come to your house see it and they ask about it, I think it's really cool to share the story of like, yeah, I upcycled this, I created this, I painted this. And it's kind of not only a cool thing to do for like the environment and something that's like unique and handmade, but I think it's a cool talking point, and it kind of shows off your creativity and your artistic side, which I think is fun and I think people appreciate. If you're curious at all for any good recommendations on different channels to watch for DIY content, there's two that I really like to watch. One is Exo McKenna and the other one is Lone Fox. His name is Drew. I really enjoy watching their channels. And then this last idea is to go outside and get some things from nature. This is especially easy for seasonal decor because nature outside obviously reflects what season it is, and so bringing that into your house is really going to give it that seasonal effect. So if you have a backyard, you can go to your backyard and see what's growing in your yard. If you don't have a backyard, just go walk around like your neighborhood and see what you can just pick up. It's really fun to have live things in your home. I think that it's also, again, kind of like the handmade DIY stuff. It's kind of cool to like have a story of, oh yeah, I went and walked around the neighborhood and found these at the corner of the street. I think it's fun. Plus, I think going and buying fresh flowers every single week is so expensive. That adds up really quickly. Things that you find might not always be in your color palette, but you can definitely find neutral things. If you're more of a neutral person, you can grab like some grasses, some branches. It doesn't need to necessarily be these like beautiful blossoming flowers. I know that it can be harder to find sometimes, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be very organic and rustic, and you can even bring like dead plants in. Like, I know maybe that sounds weird to some of you, but like pampas grass is not really like a live grass. Get creative with it, walk around and kind of push yourself to find something cool. It's not necessarily always gonna like hit you in the face like, oh, there's a beautiful thing of roses there, let me go grab it. It's usually typically not going to be quite that simple. I think just walking out into the world and going with the idea that you're gonna find something cool and looking for things that could be cool instead of looking for the one thing that's gonna knock your socks off. This might take a little bit of time and maybe you won't be able to find this every single time, but it's a great way to freshen up your space and to bring in a live object and completely transform your space. You can do this for one area of your house, you can do it for multiple. Really, as much resources as you have, then you can spread it around. Okay guys, that is everything that I have for our first little mini series video on home decor on a budget for this budget-friendly decor series. If you enjoyed it, then please give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, comment down below, do you have any free home decor tricks up your sleeve that you would like to share with everyone? I would be very curious and would love to know. Yeah, that's everything that I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me for design tips and inspiration, and I hope to see you next time.